Monday, December 4th. Green Bay Packers playing very well as a team now. Really coming together. It was a big win last night on national television. NBC. JG called it. JG saying that anyone can see that coming. He was breaking down the numbers. He was breaking down even the weather, the temperature at Lambeau, the trends, the historical trends with certain positions in football. And then this morning breaking down the human element. JG53 AOL, in case you haven't noticed it, has become, really solidified himself as one of the top analysts of the NFL and college football on Wire Club. Let's talk about the NFC for a minute. Jay Castlevania coming in last night. For obvious reasons, Eagles 52 laying low. He came in briefly this morning, but after that convincing win over the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday on Fox, Jay Castlevania comes in and says 49ers put the Eagles in their place. Where's that, Jay? You mean the number one seed in the NFC? I remember I picked the Eagles and Chiefs to meet in the Super Bowl, and '49ers got some tough games ahead. Not only are the Eagles still the number one seed at 10-2 and the best record in the NFL, but they've got the softest schedule of the two. They got Seattle next week in Seattle. Okay. But the last three games of the year for the Eagles? How about Giants, Cardinals, Giants? So they could potentially, Eagles could potentially have 4 bye weeks. Those 3 weeks and then the wild card. So, you know, Castlevania can talk all the trash he wants at this point. What is that? But reality is going to hit him in January. Look at that. My gosh. The pear. Where'd that come from? Where the heck did that come from? I have no idea. There's the tree. Right there. But obviously the Dallas Cowboys, Eagles, that's the biggest game for the Eagles coming up. The Cowboys in a couple weeks. That'll be a big one, boys. In Big D. As much trash as I talked about the Lions, well, not talking trash, but anger over that gag job on Thanksgiving. It's a big win yesterday for the Lions. Lions now 9-3. Lions are now 9-3. Right in there. I'm still not a believer in them, but that was a nice get right game for Detroit. So good job for them. Someone was saying that the NFC has the better teams this year. I don't know about that. So the AFC. Hey, they moved the stands out here at Bearscott. Must have had something going on this weekend. In the AFC, just talk about the Packers-Chiefs game, but everyone bearing Kansas City at this point. Miami's still got to play Baltimore. I think Ravens, Jacksonville. Ravens have a couple of difficult games left on their schedule, and they conclude versus Pittsburgh, which, you know, it's always a tough game. Baltimore could have a little bit of trouble there. They could have a loss, maybe 2 losses. Jacksonville's a fraud. They can't beat anyone good. They're 8-3. They can go to 9-3 tonight, but that's not guaranteed. Okay, Bengals gonna try to make it interesting tonight. They can get to 6-6 and still be in the wild card, and just be spoilers down the stretch. They can play. They got to play Kansas City later in the year. Guess who's got the easiest? Guess who's got the softest schedule of those top teams in the AFC? How about the Chiefs? Chiefs are going to win out, okay? December 4th. General Peters said it. Chiefs are going to win out. They're going to smack around the Bills next week. Okay? I know they got Denver. They're going to beat them. Their last game is against the Chargers. Reed will wipe his tail with them. And they have another game. I forget who they're playing, but I know it's an easy one. Maybe the Browns? I forget. They're going to win out. They could still get the number 1 seed, and they probably will. All right. So there you go. NFL Week 13. We'll hash it all out tomorrow for General Peters' top 10 teams at the roughly 3/4 point after Week 13. We got big old Week 14 coming up. All right. Big old Week 14 coming up. So, all right, guys. Jacksonville, Cincinnati tonight to close it out. We're moving right along. The NFL season 2023.